Right. Okay, all right. Let's proceed. Mbappe Fuseni is joining us on the line. Mbappe Fuseni is president of Ghana Athletics, and he joins us so we can get a proper understanding of this whole thing. Then we can make our way for it. Mbappe, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. And tell my brother Raymond to hold fire small.
Raymond has been on the end of a lot of heat from yesterday, so I can kind of understand how he feels about it. But anyway, you are in the thick of all of this, so I'm sure you saw the post that Saminu made, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's get to the facts of the matter. First of all, take me through the travel arrangements for the team. Let me know from beginning to end how the team managed to get to Botswana. What were the timelines? When did they get their ticket and all of that? Just take me through the entire process from the very beginning up until now.
Thank you very much, my brother. Let me congratulate them for qualifying, and also recommend the ministry for providing the ticket and everything for the athletes to go for the Botswana. In all international competitions, there are official periods for competition. And in this particular competition, the official period starts from 30th first competition, second and third, and departure, fourth and late departure is fifth. So these are the official periods for the competition. And in relays, it's always like that in all the relays. Even with the international competition too, it's the same thing. There's always a 2 days period before the competition. However, people who want to go there much earlier can find their own way, get their accommodation, or even if they are going to be in the official accommodation, but they are going to pay for that. They will pay for it themselves. So the official period for competition are 2 days before the competition and a day after the competition when the departure. And there are window opportunity for people who go late departure. And late departure, sometimes ticketing to get out of that particular country is a little difficult because most people will be leaving. So there's always an opportunity for people to stay extra 1 day. But that extra 1 day, you are going to pay for that extra 1 day you are going to stay. And in terms of the ticketing too, we submitted the request to the ministry, and we indicated when they were supposed to arrive and where they were flying from to the ministry, and the ministry will also pass that information to the agent, and the agent will now come back to us to ask for details, passport, data pages for the athlete for them to be able to issue the tickets for them. So this is how the process is going, and this is how it has always been since time memorial, since I started facing athletics.
Okay.
We always provide those information for the ministries.
Okay, so if I get you right, there's a competition coming or there's a competition ahead. You get all the details. You submit it to the ministry through the NSA. The ministry looks at it. It will approve. The travel agent will come back to confirm a few things. And then what? They get the ticket, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, all right. So in this particular case, when did the process begin? When did you acquire the ticket for the relay team to go to Botswana?
The process started a long time. The process started way back, about two months, if I remember, about 2 months. But we need to submit budget. The ministry have to to the NSA. The budget have to vet it, and then you have to justify the budgets. All this were going throughout. But we purchased the tickets about a couple of days ago, about 4 or 5 days ago, that the ticket was issued.
So about 4 or 5 days ago.
Yes.
So if I check my calendar, that is what? Sometime last week.
Last week, everything happened last week.
Everything happened last week. So
yes,
you got the ticket, and then the athletes also got the ticket. So when did they leave their base? When did they fly out to get to Botswana?
The tickets was made in a such a way that they will get to Botswana on the 30th. So depending on where they were coming from, some were to fly on 28th, some were to fly on 29th, depending on the destination. But everything was done that they have to arrive on the 30th, so they have first to rest on the first. And there was another ticket that was changed because the person was arriving on the first. That was too close, so we changed the ticket. But mostly all of them, what to make sure was that all of them has to arrive on the 30th. That's the first official period of the competition. So they have first to rest on the first.
Okay, so when did they arrive in Botswana? They arrived on the 30th.
On the 30th, yeah.
Okay, so all right, so they arrived on the 30th and then raced and all of that. Can you just give us the details of the flight? Because I'm asking based on Saminu's social media post. He said the flight was 14 hours and then they had a layover of 16 hours. Can you just clarify what exactly went wrong with the flight, what kind of flights they took, and whether or not they actually did a 16-hour layover?
I didn't have details on. I've seen the flight. I didn't have details of the flight, but what I do know is that depending on where you are coming from, the journey was always going to be long. Going to Botswana, you either go to Botswana through Ethiopia Airlines or you go to Botswana through South Africa Airlines. And wherever you are coming from, US, depending your state, you don't have to connect from New York or to Washington or wherever you go. You have to go to either you go to Doha or you have to go to Joburg or either you go to Addis. And the journey is always going to be more than 16 hours. But what was worrying is that he said he stayed in the airport for the 16 hours. And Joe also have the similar case that he also complained that currently we are working on his return. He also said he's going to stay for about 6-7 hours at Joburg International Airport. But the journey is a long journey. You can't go to Gaborone in 1 or 2 stops. You have to go through 3 or even sometimes 4 stops before you get to Gaborone. So the destination itself is a problem destination.
I see. So meaning that, so you're saying that going to Botswana is not an easy thing. So it was always going to involve this layover business and all of that. That was unavoidable, right?
Yeah, it was difficult to even get alternative routes. That affected Fuseni. We'll come to Fuseni issue too.
Okay, now that you've mentioned it, what was the issue with Fuseni? You just touched on that. What was the particular issue with him?
SportyFM, the voice of sports.
Fuseni was given a ticket just like Azamati and Samini and Joe Paul to arrive on the 30th. The first ticket that was on to Fuseni, he was 6 minutes late. So he got to the airport 6 minutes, and 6 minutes after the counter had closed.
He got to the airport 6 minutes late.
6 minutes late.
Okay, and what? He told you this himself? How did you find out?
No, yes, he told Ahmed, my CEO, and we also related the same thing to the travel agent.
Okay, so
because my CEO was handling it, and I was doing the African Champion. But that is what my CEO told me, and I don't have a reason to doubt what he said.
Okay, so if I get you right, who was this? Was it Saminu? Fuseni,
no,
sorry.
This is Fuseni.
Okay. So Fuseni got to the airport late. This was what, from his base in the US?
Yes.
Okay, so
from Dallas.
From Dallas. So he got to the airport late. He missed his flight. So another flight had to be arranged for him.
Yes.
Okay. So when did he get to Botswana?
He didn't get to go to Botswana.
He didn't come at all.
He didn't come at all.
But he was part of the team.
Yes.
Okay, so which means that we went without him. We were one athlete short.
Well, one athlete short. So what happened when he missed the first flight, we bought him another ticket again, and that one too didn't work out. And we're not getting, that's the second ticket. And we're not getting, that was where I got involved in it immediately after he on board the second flight. So that was on the Thursday or Friday midnight around 11 p.m. So we're not getting flight for him from Dallas again to fly. So I bought him another ticket from Dallas to New York. By New York, we could get him a flight, South African Airways from New York to Gaborone on the 30th. So we bought him another ticket that will fly him from Dallas to New York via Los Angeles. So there are two tickets. The one ticket from New York, from Dallas to New York, another ticket from New York to Gaborone, because we couldn't get direct. And we paid, and the ticket was issued. He got on flight. But when he got to Los Angeles, according to him, he said there was a delay. So the Los Angeles connecting to New York, he missed that flight too. So he couldn't get to New York. So the New York flight too wasn't also possible because he didn't get to New York. He could not have bought the New York one. So we lost that ticket too. So within the space of 3-4 hours, we lost 3 tickets. And I got involved, and I got to the agents again. That was around 12 a.m. I told them this is what we're having, and Fuseni has to go because we are only 4. We don't have reserve. If Fuseni do not go, we are going to be penalized, and it will not be good for Ghana image. So the agent got another ticket again for the 4th ticket. And when Fuseni was about to check in, that particular ticket, the last leg of the ticket from Joburg to Gaborone was also cancelled. So I spoke to Fuseni that
why was it cancelled?
I don't know why it was cancelled. That was what the agent told me, that the last leg of that ticket was cancelled.
Okay, so which means that the last leg, the agent was in the process of getting everything together, and then the last part was cancelled.
Cancelled, yes.
Okay.
So at that time, we were losing the opportunity of traveling, because look at the hours that you traveled. If you don't take time, the person will arrive on the 2nd, and the 2nd too, it will not be necessary for you to go to Botswana on the 2nd. That's the racing day. So we thought, no, let's think fast and get somebody from Ghana to go. Because getting Fuseni was becoming something extremely difficult, and we can't keep on issuing tickets, and it was not working. That was where we got in the Gadeyi. So we asked Gadeyi to leave Kumasi that morning, and if we get to Accra, please, before 4 p.m. So when he was coming around 3:34, 4:30, we asked him to alight from the vehicle that he was going on. He was on it from Sawam and take a motorbike. At that time, too, we have gotten money to go and buy him a fresh ticket at the airport, at the South African Airways at the airport. So before he got to airport, the CEO and Billy James, one of my staff in the office, were at the airport doing the process for him once he was coming. So he got to the airport just in time, and that we were able to check him in, and the Gadeyi was able to go, and he got to Gaborone just a few hours. He didn't have 12 hours rest before the heat.
Okay.
So this all what happened.
Okay, it sounds like a very complicated process. But tell me something.
Very complicated.
Let's go back a few steps. You did say that preparations for this started about 2 months ago in terms of putting a budget together and all of that.
Yes.
So if we had 2 months to get all of those things, what was the delay? What caused the delay so much so that we were now trying to get tickets for them by the 28th? Why couldn't we get tickets for them earlier?
Now, the budget has to go through processes. And every institution has got its own way of doing its things. But when the budgets have gone through processes, we have to also write, and the athletes has to also be tell us their availability. You see what's happening with Bosho.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if we had bought a ticket for Bosho, what would have happened? Because Bosho, we entered Bosho into the data, well-attracted data, as a final entry, at least 4 weeks before the competition. And that was why we're having difficulties in having another changes. And so the minute that the World Athletics Council members have to intervene for it to even to substitute somebody that 2 days to the competition to be able to enter Ghana into the system. That was not an easy thing to do, because the final entry has closed 4 weeks ago. There was no way Ghana could have entered any other person into the system again.
Okay.
So we needed to play with World Athletics that this is our peculiar situation, and they were also following Fuseni issue, because we kept them in the loop. So whatever we're discussing, whatever we're doing with the Fuseni issue, World Athletics was also involved. We kept updating them, because when they were coming, we told them that one of our athletes is stuck in Dallas, we may not able to get him through. But we don't want Ghana to be banned. We don't want Ghana to do no show. So we kept them in the loop. That's why we're able to substitute Fuseni for Gadayi to go and compete.
Okay, so you did say that, the processes in terms of buying the tickets. Are we to understand that it was those processes that slowed things down in terms of buying the tickets?
No. It was not. I mean, it's always been like that. We always get tickets a week or a few days to the competition. That's how our tickets are always being bought.
Why?
We have never bought tickets.
Why? I'm just curious. Why is it always the case? Why do we always get, or at least in your case when it comes to athletics, why do you get the tickets like a week or a few days to the start of a competition?
We have something we call the final entrance. We have something we call a preparation period. We have something we call those who are qualified. Sometimes if we buy the ticket 2 weeks with the competition and before they depart, somebody might have run a very fast time that have beat somebody who has already gotten a ticket. So we always give the athletes some time to be able to have the best athlete, or those athletes who have the best time within that short period of time before we finally buy tickets for them. For instance, if we have bought ticket for Bosho and Bosho was not going, or we bought ticket for Fuseni and somebody ran faster time than Fuseni before the competition. So we only give that window opportunity for the athletes to get more athletes. Sometimes the athletes also comes that I'm available this time, a week to a competition, you come and tell that I'm not available. So we consider so many variables before we go in to buy the ticket, and we never got it wrong until this time that it has come so a bit complicated.
Okay, but tell me, are the athletes aware of all these mechanics, all these dynamics, that we can't buy tickets earlier because people may be qualifying and all of that? Are they well aware of these dynamics?
We operate very transparent administration. The qualifying policies, the qualifying standards, the process of all, we always keep them in the loop. Even sometimes the selection of the coach, we always discuss the selection of the coach with them. But this time around, maybe they got frustrated because of the long journey to Gaborone, but it has always been communicated to them. Sometimes the ticket even sent to them for them to go through the ticket, and if they're okay, then they issue it. So we operate very transparent administration.
Okay, so I mean that's like what happens in principle. In this particular case, in relation to the relays in Gaborone, were the athletes aware of this, that the tickets will come a little late or it will come a few days to the event because of all? Were they aware that that was the situation before going?
Yes, I guess because the ticket was sent to them a day before, a day or two before they would do travel, and I didn't see any complaint about that, because my CEO didn't say anybody complained. The only complaint I got was their return. Their return that they complained, and that was what we're working on ever since yesterday.
Okay.
The coach,
they are returned to their various bases.
No, they are coming to Ghana. All of them are coming to Ghana. They are coming to continue the campaign for the African Championship. So the ticket, in conversation with them, they brought the suggestion that, and I 100% agreed to the suggestion that instead of we sending them back to US and bringing them to Accra within 3-4 days later, why not we do the ticket from the US to Botswana to Ghana, and when they friend the African Games, then we send it back. We send them back. So the tickets was made U.S. Gaborone, Accra back to U.S. And because the ticket was not a usual ticket, I have to discuss that with Honorable Minister before we can get the agent to do that. And when I spoke to Honorable Minister, he agreed that it makes sense, because if they go to Gaborone and have to go back to US, which are about 16, 17 hours flight, cumulatively it would have been 28 or 30 hours flight for them to go 3-4 days, and they have to come back to Ghana. So we still do it one ticket for them, and we get them a place to stay in Accra and train before the African Championship. So all of them will be in Accra by 6th of this month.
Okay, but a final question on the Gaborone episode. Was there something we could have done in terms of camping them earlier for the event? I say so because in all the interactions on social media yesterday, the back and forth and all, Benjamin Azamati was complaining that other countries got 2 to 3 weeks prep and all of that. Was there anything we could have done similar? Could we have kept them in camp 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the Gaborone event? Was there a window for that? If yes, why didn't we take that opportunity? If no, what was the challenge?
I don't know that some countries stayed 2-3 weeks in Gaborone, but what I do know is that there was a competition in Gaborone some few days before the relay. They did World Athletics Silver Tour a few days before the competition. But preparations have always been our major challenge. It is not only this one. Preparations for the national team have always been our challenge. Remember last year, before they went to the World Championship, we were able to camp them for 10 days in US from the sponsorship package from the GOC and the ministry, and see what they did in Tokyo. If we have the ability or financial model to be able to camp them even for 1 week before such major championship, it's going to be very, very helpful. If you look at the major challenge that we have for lack of camping, it's not only training, but the baton exchange. You can always say that we always have a little bit issue with the exchange of the baton because they have little time to practice together. They have very little time to practice together. And we have been saying this one, not now. Even when they went to Silesia to do the world relays, they got there the day that that was the first day they made a teammate, and they have less than a day to practice. The only place that we were able to have 2 competitions within 1 week was when we went to Bahamas. We had gone to Pen Relays. After Pen Relays, we stayed in Pennsylvania for about 4 days. Then we went to Bahamas before the Paris Olympics. It has always been the case that our athletes' preparation has always been an issue.
Why?
That's something.
But what seems to be the challenge? Why is there always a challenge with our preps? Is it money? What is it? Just try and explain to us why we always seem to have that challenge.
It's just a matter of funding. It's just a matter of funding. And when we get the athletes, we can always come them in the US or we'll go there. We have a document that we have prepared for the Los Angeles 2028. All these things are clearly spelled out in that document. What we need is to be able to implement that document. It is not only camping that is affecting the athlete. Even some of them work. Some of them are actually full-time workers, and they work and train. So it's a very holistic thing that if we need to discuss the national team preparation and their performances, it goes beyond simple camping. It goes beyond their sustainability, their sustenance, their bills that they pay, where they're coming from. Yes, it's a huge thing that perhaps this will open the dialogue on the preparation for the athlete. The campaign is just one of those challenges that we face with the athletes. Some of them, if they finish school, they need to go and work. Sometimes when they finish school, too, they don't have a place to train. If at that time the school will not allow them to train there again, so they need to go and get a professional trainer, pay the professional trainer, go and pay for a venue for training, go and pay for physio or medical treatment, and they also have to go and work, and they come back to train. So these are some of the challenges that the association face, and the conversation should not center only camping or ticketing. It will center holistically. How do we get these athletes adequate preparation in terms of their remuneration, in terms of their sustenance, in terms of their travel, in terms of their coaching, in terms of their medical treatment. These are things that we should be able to discuss and fix it, which has been there since time immemorial. When we were able to get some few funding to go campaign, the performance goes high. If you are not able to get funding for the campaign, the performance dip a bit. And that is something that we kept on saying, and we still insist that if that thing is done, the athletes will be perform better. In the document that we prepared last 2-3 years, we said if you're able to get at least $1 million a year for this athlete at that time for the next 4 years, these athletes are capable of winning a medal at the Olympic Games. And all these things were spelled out. The local campaign for local athletes, international competition for local athletes, campaign for foreign-based athletes, either in US or in Europe, so that they can be engaged in the European circuit. All of them are captured in that document. So it's perhaps this one will lead to a bigger conversation on how they will handle the national senior team, so that they will also be able to win us the medal. They are capable. All those medals that people are winning, they are not better than this our athletes.
But just finally, an update on the African champs. Where are we in terms of preparations? Where are we? The event is, we're in the month of May. We are not too far away from the start of the African Championship. So where are we now? How ready is Ghana to host the rest of the continent?
If you had not asked me this question, I would have forgiven you, because yesterday, that was what I was afraid of. This issue may overshadow the African Championship preparations. We are almost there. The hotels, we finish with the caterers. The equipment that we bought is arriving tomorrow. Our medals are arriving tomorrow. The officials will start arriving on the 8th. The CA Secretariat is moving to Accra on the 8th. And the council meeting is on the 9th. The World Athletic President is arriving on the 9th with 3 of his vice presidents. All of them are coming on the 9th. And they will have the council meeting. We are praying that His Excellency President John Mahama will open the session on the 11th. And the hotel that we have allocated for the council members is African Regent. Technical officials will be at Irata Hotel, and any other person who is not a technical person or leader of delegation or a council member will stay at AH Hotel. And some special athletes who have ever won world championship or medal at world championship at Olympic Games, they will be staying at Royal Fiesta Hotel. The athletes, coaches, medic, physio, and nurses will be stationed or will be housed at Lima Hall at the University of Ghana, Legon, and their fields will be washed on the 8th and 9th and 10th, 3 days. And so we are almost there. We are almost there. Today I'll have a meeting with the chief director and the protocol officer. There are some small protocol issues that we need to deal with this morning. When we are finished with that by Friday, I would say that we are 100% ready for the African Championship.
Okay, all right, Bawa. Thank you so much. Before you leave, when should journalists expect to hear back from, or in terms of their accreditation applications? The event is starting on the 12th, right?
Yes.
But journalists are yet to hear back. When will we get a response in terms of the accreditation so we can all start getting ready?
We'll print the accreditation for journalists on Wednesday. Wednesday, all the accreditation for journalists will be printed, and Thursday, Friday, we'll print any other accreditation for athletes and other officials. Journalist application has closed last week, so we are printing it on Wednesday, and the teams are still filling the forms for the accreditation.
Okay, Bawa, thank you so much for your time. We'll catch up soon to find out how the team is prepping and to see how things are coming together for the African Senior Athletics Championship. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and have a good day.
Thank you so much, and my regards to Raymond. Tell Raymond to cool down some more.
All right, Mbappe Fuseni speaking with us there, president of Ghana Athletics. Ray, all right, so we got Bawa on the line. I asked him all the questions I felt were necessary, unless I missed something, Ray. Was there something?
No, I think you got it. Lots of conclusions can be drawn from what Bawa said. So you pay attention to what he said, and you can arrive at the point where he admits, sadly, that the boys did not get the best of preparations before the tournament, because camping was an issue. So that in itself was a challenge. Again, there was an admission that indeed there were issues with ticketing. Again, there was an admission as to why there were delays, as to the delays that occurred. Again, the GA knew very well the timelines they wanted to operate within, and exactly at what time they wanted their athletes to arrive in Botswana. They knew. Again, all of these things have brought us where we are today. You asked him a question about the athletes and their buy-in. And he said that, look, as far as he is concerned, there were no challenges with the tickets that were procured for them, the date they were supposed to travel, and the date they were supposed to arrive. The athletes did not have any concerns. Okay? So
or the athletes did not tell him. Maybe they had concerns.
So he's
but they
went on
didn't
to say that
anything.
the concerns they had
Yes.
was about their return tickets.
Yes.
So instead of going back to the US, they would rather come to Ghana. The GA will pay for an expensive hotel for them to stay in, and then they'll do their training in readiness for the competition. You understand what I'm saying? So again, it brings us back to the same story of tickets being purchased. And he again admitted that, look, they normally buy their tickets. It's become a norm that they buy their tickets a week or a few days to the competition start. Ideal situation, I don't know, but he offered his own explanations as to why it is done so. At this point, if any athlete has a concern with regards to how tickets are procured and all, these are conversations with Mbappe Fuseni. These are conversations with your handlers. If athletes have concerns with how they train ahead of competitions, these are conversations they would have with the GA. So that the GA knows that, okay, this athlete is available. Because again, he spoke about availability issues. Somebody running a faster time and beating somebody and knocking somebody off the list. Somebody saying, I'm available. Next time he says it's not available. So they have a lot of issues when it comes to the burger athletes. At what? So when push came to shove, we found a way to bring in a local athlete, Gadai, true or false. How has he been training? How had he been preparing as an athlete? All these years, all these months, what has he been up to? Who are the coaches training him? If it's possible that Gadai could be part of this 4x100 relay team as a home-based star and still manage to help the boys qualify for Beijing 2027, then it means that with a proper plan here, with a proper homegrown solution, getting some of the finest athletes and giving them possibly a level 3 coach, right? Nathan, this level 3 is
level 3, yeah.
Giving them a level 3 coach, they can improve their skills. And their talent, they could improve their talent and possibly form a national team that will give us a wider pool. So if they are better prepared and they are making better times than the Burger Stars, we may possibly have to go with them. If they make fine times, very good times, and the Burger Stars also do same, the Burger Stars now complement the team to bring a lot of competition within the team. But at this point, it's almost as if we are at the mercy of the boys we send abroad. The boys we send abroad after school, just like Bauer admitted. Some of them will have to be driving Uber. Some of them would have to be selling at Walmart and Co. just to earn a living. These same athletes will now have to find a way of paying their own coaches to train them, to maintain them at a certain level. Because really, if they are supposed to be athletes for Ghana, I am sure GA would only invest in training them when it's time for a competition, which again is not an ideal situation. But for how long will you continue investing in an athlete? For how long will you continue investing in an athlete, paying his coach, paying for everything he does, only for him to come and run for you? Is that the ideal situation? That's why in Jamaica and the likes, they join running clubs. So those running clubs have their own contract with the athletes, and they take care of business when it comes to those competitions. When it's time for them to run for the national teams, they have their own arrangements. Yeah, we don't have the luxury of that.
Okay.
And again, I am not sure. You see, just like if you want to relate it to a football situation, when players are not playing for the national team, they play for their club sides. The national team or government or the state does not fund whatever they do playing for their club sides.
Yeah, okay.
They are paid by the club sides.
Yeah.
When you bring it to athletics, it's a difficult.
Yes,
it's difficult.
The two environments.
You see, when you bring it to athletics, it's difficult because Ayanga, Kelvin, coach, all of them, the state will now have to be responsible for paying for Kelvin's coach, Ayanga's coach, coach's coach, because Ayanga is possibly in Texas, Kelvin is in Philadelphia, coach is in New York. It's not a model any federation can run. And that is why it is only during tournaments or before tournaments that they bring them together, give them a coach to train all of them.
So what do you think we can do in the interim? Because clearly we have a lot of these guys, Joe Paul, Azamati and co, who are in a situation where they are out of school. They don't have access to a lot of facilities. The only time they can get to train is prior competitions. I think as a state, we'll have to figure out a way of having money available to ensure that they can take care or they can participate in some of the biggest competitions. But that means that we need to sit down, have an agreement, we need to have money for that. Places like China, that's when the state jumps in and they fund your training. So when you win your prize money, the state takes a part because we spent money on you. So come and contribute.
You know, so that's why I'm saying that.
Okay, but wait, in our peculiar situation.
In a peculiar situation, it means that the state would have to adopt these athletes and make sure they are comfortable. So instead of working and running,
no, they only train.
They only train. They only
give
run.
Them a coach. We pay
and
a coach.
They'll be paid by the state. And the question I'm asking is, would it be sustainable? Can the state commit funds to doing that for two athletes for now, right? Fuseni and Samino are still in school, so they get the chance to use the facility. Both is also in school.
Yes.
So
there are two.
Dazi is also recovering.
Who's this?
Dazi. James. Dazi.
Okay.
Dazi is also
recovering. So all of these guys, the state may have to adopt them because if you look at the current pool of athletes we have, it's the same faces. It's the same people. Can the state do it? There's a conversation about Fuseni should sit down with the state and have. Because, Nathan, the way things are good, we would go to another competition or even this tournament we are organizing here, the Senior Athletics Championship. We will come back to this same issue of preparations. We'll come back to this same issue of preparation.
So why can't we nail this prep thing?
The tournament starts on May 12th.
12th, yes.
Today is May 4th. According to Bauer Fuseni, they come in May 6th. Right?
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Time, Wednesday.
In 2 days' time. Again, the issue of preparation will come up. How many days would they have had to properly train to go and face off with other athletes from on the continent at the University of Ghana Stadium? So if they don't perform, you come back to this same training.
I'm sure
occupation issues.
currently the locals, those who are the locals have started preparing. No,
I want to believe so.
Asked Bauer.
I want to believe so. So that's why
we can find out.
So
I see some athletes at the University of Ghana training every day, but I don't know that whether that's
so Nathan, the question is
This is
beyond our Boga stars. Do we have home-based stars?
Yeah, I think that we have some.
So we see Gadai.
Yeah, we have the Ando guy from Pantepem. There are others. There are others on the locals.
Kelvin, there are others, but the point is that what are we like? Are we actively keeping an eye on them, or they are doing their own thing? We need to find
their
out.
own thing.
You see, Nathan, look, let me tell you something. The culture of running, or this whole athletics business, it's not gone deep into our fabric. So just like Kevin made a point for Kudus, picked up by an academy, polished him, shipped him out. As we speak today, a lot of the running clubs that you see around are recreational. You cannot talk about a running club like Mills's running club in Jamaica, bringing in a pool of athletes, training them, and saying, okay, well, I'm trying to get the next fastest man from this group of athletes. We don't have anything like that. Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong. We don't.
Even the coaching to do that.
You see, the coaching to do that is absent. So you see, we don't even have legs to stand on. And all of this, Bauer Fuseni and his people must be fixing, or must be creating the structures, or must be finding a way to make sure there's a sustainable plan for anybody who graduates from high school and shows promise and shows potential that, look, I can become one of the best athletes.
True.
A lot of them will go to University of Ghana. A lot of them will go to UCC. A lot of them will be running at Gusa Games, right? Gusa. A lot of them will be training as school athletes. Beyond that, what kind of coaching are they getting? Which level of coaches do they have? And what level can they compete to? All of that we've not spoken about. And so we would consistently over-rely on our foreign-based stars, who also have their challenges. Look, since Azamati broke Miles Mills' record, since the time he broke his record, I think it was 9.99 or 9.97. Kevin, please check. 999 or 997 or 998. It was around that bracket.
Yeah.
He struggled to run sub 10. He struggled. Of course, there are concerns. He possibly did that when he was in school.
Yes.
He left school. He struggled to run sub 10. We organized a whole competition here in Ghana, built a stadium for Azamati to come and run. 100 meters, he finished 5th. Okay? But to date, we are still relying on Azamati. We've forgotten that as the athletes age, as their training activities get distorted, now an athlete who was in school will now have to figure out how to sort his own life out. He'll possibly get a job somewhere. He'll possibly have to run as well. All of these challenges, how can the athlete be giving you sub 10 performances? So Samino is quick today. And even that, even with all the pace we say he has, since he broke the national record, again, he's also struggled to run sub 10. You know, so there are issues. And if Ghana Athletics is serious about athletics and getting our athletes to the next level, the conversation should not be around ticketing and arrival times and all. There's a huge problem that they need to deal with. Look, Nathan, all is not well when you go to Jamaican athletics. All is not well. That is why in Jamaica today, a lot of their A-rated athletes want to naturalize for Turkey. There's a reason why Jamaica Athletics Association could not get Kishen Thompson and Oblique Seville to Botswana. Again, ticketing issues.
The voice of sport.
So, even Botswana that we are using as the benchmark, look, they have their own issues. But they found a way to get their homegrown talent to get to a certain level where today we are talking about Tibogo and the likes. Kevin, true or false?
Yeah.
Their model will not be a model that is too complicated. The amount of money they invest in these athletes will not be so much that Ghana cannot do. But there must be a plan. So without a plan, we cannot build a house that we so wish to build. And so we would have to manage what we have. Solidarity scholarships all over the place. The athletes go. Eventually, when these athletes get to the level, when they finally get into America and they complete their courses, they don't come back to Ghana. They stay there, find a way to get green cards or citizenship to enjoy the American dream. Last. It is not Ghana that becomes priority at any point in time. It's their lives. Where they go from here, how they get the American dream living alive, how they keep the American dream alive. That is what they do. So again, I've always asked Mbappe Fuseni, this scholarship model, has it helped us?
Anyway,
even this scholarship model we are talking about, how has it helped us? Where's Daso? Kevo, where's Daso?
Daso, he's outside. He's in the US.
Was he not part of our national team?
Yes.
Look, you see, where is there was this lady, Halutiho.
So Halutiho could not get into a school where she can sprint. So that was the problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The school she got into, they weren't
an athletic school
on athletics.
Yeah.
So it just went off like that. And I'm saying that, look, we've run this scholarship model all these years. We've not won a single medal at the Olympics. We've not won a single medal at World Athletics Championships. But we still believe that this same model is what will get us to the next level. This same. Look, recently,
okay,
one of your athletes who dazzled at the African Games, I think it's high jumper.
Yeah, Cadman.
Didn't he get married recently?
Yes.
Yeah, he got married.
That's why he shouldn't marry.
No. What I'm saying is that, look,
he shouldn't marry.
At every point in time, it gets to a point where the athletes are not even thinking about the sport anymore.
No, but life must still go on.
Exactly.
But the marriage, they leave it out.
You see, no, I'm saying that. Exactly. But Kevo, we all know.
Exactly. So because of the non-existent frameworks,
that's the thing. Because we don't have the plan.
The reason why I have always advocated when we had athletes, boxers, football, even thriving, our sports colleges were actively involved. Imagine if we had a running sports college. These athletes can come there.
We don't have.
Andor, Blessed Osu, these youngsters who are coming up. You come them there. You give them better training. Because the coaches are always going for refresher courses, and it's the reason why every time I get back to football and talk about the coaches that we had. So there is a similar identity. You don't have disparity in even training the athletes on what to do, because the coach that would train with Azamati has a different, philosophy than the coach, that trains Joseph Polamwa. So they come with different styles. Said that when they even have to get into the 4x100 meters, it becomes difficult because they need to train for a couple more times. Just before the race, in the morning, when Gadai got there, that was when Joseph Polamwa had to take him through a few things because he was the one going to exchange the baton with him. You get it? But when they have a coach, some of these things will be resolved. And I just hope that.
And if you have like a strong local team, you can always.
The NSA, the ministry, the government will be heavily bent on this. The sports colleges must get better.
That is true. They must exist.
And then get better. If they get better, I think that we'll be fluid. We'll get back to those days. And even talking about athletes trying to go and school outside. If we have proper systems here, why would they
have
to
go? Yeah.
Exactly. And school here. If they have, if you have athletes schooling at the University of Ghana, and they know they have a proper pathway, you think they won't stay because the facility is there where they can train every now and then. Look at our tracks. It's one of the best in the world. It's one of the best in the world. The current ones, tracks that are being used for international races. So we just have to put in a conscious effort.
That is it.
To make sure things get better in the country. That I think it's not too difficult to.
It isn't at all.
It's not too difficult to do this. Now athletes are complaining about. You heard about funding. It's about funding. They don't have money to buy tickets, and ticket is saying for NIPA 6. If you register 6. Now say you see 2 any available. When it's getting closer and you need to finalize the 2. If you think that 2 have gotten better, 2 tickets for NIPA 2 saying plus a coach and maybe a medical person. These athletes went on their own without a coach. 4.
That's
and they had to coach themselves.
That's just off. That's just terrible.
How?
That's just
how
terrible.
does this happen? You say funding. Are they telling us if they present a document, a plan to the ministry or through the NSC to the ministry that please this and this and this and this is what we have. Our athletes have done this in the last couple of years, putting us on the map. These are athletes who can get us this, that. Going forward, they have given us sponsorship that we were catered nicely for the African games that we had, and going forward, if you do this, we can have the opportunity to have this.
To be fair, I do know that. I don't know if Bauer has submitted that document, but I know he put together a very interesting document like that was looking at let's say like the next few years. I don't know whether he has submitted it or he's yet to, or he has submitted and they are still doing deliberations. I cannot tell, but I do know that he has something together. He's put something together like that. In this event that they went to in Botswana, I've seen a copy of the budget that they put together. The plan technically was to take care of 6 athletes and 2 officials. I think a medical person and then a coach or something of the sort. So I don't know where it is that matters went wrong, because if he claims that they had this, they were planning this 2 months ago.
Yes.
So what went wrong? So that's something we need to figure out. This is still a Sporty Breakfast. You can send in your messages 054-257-1061. A little later, we'll open the phone lines. Before we do that, though, the Delish restaurant is saying that you can go there to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy great meals served with refreshing drinks. Delish offers a spacious and relaxing environment, perfect for family hangouts, business meetings, or chilling with friends. They are open Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. If you want, recall 054-080-0000 or 056-004-4444. Follow at Delish Ghana on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. Delish Restaurant, great food, great vibes every time. All right, my production team, let me go through some of the messages and then we do some Ghana Premier League, some Euro stuff, and then we'll open the phone lines later. All right, this is still the Sporty Breakfast. This is Kobe Baden from Dansoman. Says, on the issue of sports disciplines, I think it goes beyond the sports minister or ministry. Governments go and come. Have shown little interest in sports. And if we are serious in tackling unemployment, we should look at sports. I don't disagree with Raymond. Please don't compare Black Stars to athletics or other sports disciplines. Then he concludes by saying, wishing Mr. Kotoba for a glorious birthday. I've been seeing him here in Dansoman. Yeah, Dansoman is Godfred's part of town, so. All right, this one says, I think Raymond should stop this. He can lay bare the facts and move on. Okay, all right, let's proceed. That's what the other part of the message I won't read. James, I think I get... No, Ray.
Let me read it. No, let me see.
You don't have to. Let us proceed.
No, I just want to see what is written. I've not seen it.
And later we'll read it. It's still there. Let me go through all the messages. Ernest from McCarthy who says, I side with Ray on this. We are guilty of sparing people from doing their duty. Sports ministry might be the mother body, but Ghana Athletics is the place they should send their grievances. Let them do their job, and the sports ministry will do its job. All right, 05257-1061, 054-257-1061. I think somebody sent us a voice. Okay, we'll see if we can extract the note and play it. Time check is 8:57. Let's talk some Ghana Premier League news. Yeah, Ray,
Yeah, Nathan. You know, today I had a problem.
That problem has.
You see, today I was bringing serious problem. Before coach comes in, it's still Ghana Premier League related. Do you know what happened at near J. Kraku Stadium over there?
What happened?
There was another incident of a phone VAR that was given to a referee to award a penalty.
That's the second time a match involving Vision FC.
No, and you see, I don't know if at the near J. Kraku Stadium. There's a special VAR there that nobody applies in the Ghana Premier League. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in that game between Vision and Sweden All Blacks, in the 90th plus 10 minutes, the fourth assistant, the fourth referee, Rejoice Adokwe, went to the center man with a gadget, showing her an incident that had happened, clear and obvious error on her phone, that the referee had to whistle for a penalty. So 90 plus 11, Vision were awarded the penalty, 2 of us. They missed it. And you see, the sad part, the funny part of all of this is that the game had 90 plus, I think it was 5 minutes of time added on. 5 minutes of time added on. The referee kept playing on until 10 minutes, 11 minutes when there was a penalty. So after the game, I don't know what happened. I don't know what didn't happen. But a fan who was angry with the performance of the referee went onto the pitch and knocked out the referee.
Ah, really?
Oh, I'm telling you. Imota, you have the document. Put it online. He had to take the police to arrest that young man. And if you listen to the commentary from those who were there, Amole. What's the name of that? Amole. That was what was happening. So there was chaos after that game because Vision lost. But you see, Nathan, this behavior of referees reviewing decisions on their phones at near J. Kraku Park, I don't understand. Kevin, you have been going to Ghana Premier League matches. Do we use VAR in our game? So when a referee makes a clear and obvious foul, clear and obvious error, how is it corrected?
We continue unless maybe he consults his assistant.
Unless somebody sees it.
Unless one of the officials
sees it and talks to him about it.
Yes, they talk to him through the communication gadget.
But not a gadget that is showing him what he should have whistled for.
It doesn't happen.
But it has happened twice
in
games at near J. Kraku Stadium.
No. The first time, coach, was it near J. Kraku?
I was near J. Kraku.
It was Vision.
So there's a special VAR in operation.
Much like that.
There's a special VAR in operation that nobody knows. Nobody uses. When you go to Tamale, you don't know. Accra Sports Stadium, nobody sees it.
Okay, Raymond, just to sound light-hearted and facetious, assuming assuming that it happened.
And match officials were beaten, you know.
Yeah, they beat match.
So assuming that this special VAR, they use it in the other places, will you be okay with it?
Okay, so let it cut across.
Yeah.
Fair. Let it cut across.
There's somebody who's watching.
There's somebody who's watching. If the referee makes a mistake, it goes to show him. But it shouldn't be applied specially. Or at some particular
on a more serious note, match officials were beaten.
They were beaten.
Yeah.
They were tortured.
The ambulance had to carry one of them out.
Yes. Match officials were attacked. As we speak today, nobody has been charged though.
I'm trying to get the video.
Yes, we have to get the video.
Nobody has been charged. I sent the documents to my good friend Imota. You see, I received live reports from near J. Kraku Stadium.
Okay, no problem.
When the VAR moved to the referee, and the referee whistled for a penalty, you see sometimes this one, do you know, they missed the penalty. The VAR penalty, it was missed.
Anyway, Coach Ebenezer Sefa is joining us. He's just been looking at him. Coach, how are you doing? It's been a tedious weekend for you.
He knows that I'm on the ground.
It's a grounds work.
I'm good. Just that I'm tired.
I know you've had a long
a lot of rains on the road from Winneba to this place. You know the construction of the road and all that. So
it slowed everything down.
Yeah, a bit of traffic and all that. But it's all good.
Wonderful.
It's all good.
It's been a very interesting weekend of Ghana Premier
surprises,
League. Surprises. Yes. What was the biggest surprise for you?
The Vision All Blacks game.
Vision lost by 2-1.
Yes, and then House of Folk Nations FC at Abrankasi.
Okay. Which of them?
Nations also missed a penalty on it.
Which of them is the biggest surprise, or if the bigger surprise of the two?
Vision game.
Why?
Vision against All Blacks. Yeah. I mean, All Blacks do not. I think they are here to win a game away from home. And looking at Vision's performance in all games that they've played, they've just lost only 2 games to Dreams FC and then Medama. they are a very tough customer when they play at the near AJ Krakow Park. And looking at the performance of All Blacks, I never expected them to. At least they should have picked a point in that game than to lose all the 3 points. But this is football. I may also give credit to All Blacks, the players, the technical team, and the goalkeeper, the one who saved the penalty. So for me, I think that you getting a penalty on the 98th minute, scoring, and then for your to also get the penalty 90 minutes plus 10, and for them to miss. I think that you need to give credit to them because it's the whole team that went ahead. That is from Farouk Mohammed, a former Hoho United striker, nation striker, who is on loan.
Okay.
To Vision FC.
He's on loan at Vision.
Yes, and he took the lead, and Rudolph Mensah equalized until their captain scored from the spot. He has that. Zayat Mohammed, I mean, he scored from the spot kick. So everybody thought that it was a done deal. So the second penalty came in favor of Vision FC, and then Alidu Mohammed played and the goalkeeper saved. So I give credit to All Blacks. Before the game, Mengel has spoken to me telling me that he's going to win that game. I doubted it because before they played Hasselhoff, he told me that he's coming to beat Hasselhoff. And he was 2-goal lead in the first half. And then in the second half, Hasselhoff came to. And for me, I had not trusted them in their away games. If it had been Swedru, I would have given it to them. But let me admit that Mengel has done so well in terms of their playing style and the attitude of the players.
Okay.
He has really brought in some young players that were not part of the team in the first round until he took over. So you could clearly see that this is the handwriting of Mengel.
Were there players on the books of All Blacks already and they were not being used, or he brought them from outside?
No. They were in the books of All Blacks, but they were not being used. Especially that young chap in midfield called Dakwa.
Okay.
Very good.
Dakwa had a very good game against Hearts.
Yes, and I think he's in Maxwell's under 20. Yeah, he's also part of that. And he has given them confidence. And you remember the chap Aware, who came in?
Yes, I'm trying to get
from Lagos City, 11 Wonders. He was their best player, and then Frank Aure, and he was sold to All Blacks. He came on in the game against Hasselhoff, and tactical indiscipline caused them to concede the second goal. So he was immediately pulled out of the game. So that should tell you why the coach have introduced young players and all that. I think that these are the visuals from...
for those watching on the stream, the video you are seeing is from the near AJ Krakow, the second part in Tema. This was the Vision All Blacks game. For those listening to us, I'll try and describe the video as I see it. It's an amateur video, somebody shooting with their phone. You can see people on the turf. And Ray, it looks like what I'm seeing, somebody is lying down.
So the National Ambulance Service gathered around, the
referee was down.
Yeah, who had been hit by, some of the fans who rushed onto the pitch.
It was a WWE punch. A WWE takedown.
Meaning what?
What do you mean by WWE takedown?
You don't know?
I don't know. So what meaning what?
Okay, so what happened?
Wow. So you see, when you play Mortal Kombat,
yes,
finish him. That type of attack.
Serious.
Oh no!
So the referee was knocked out cold.
Oh, no,
is that what you're saying?
Knocked out cold. That's the one on the floor there. It's a woman. It's a woman.
I see officials.
Then
it's a woman that knocked down.
I think the fourth referee was a woman.
In the video, I see the person being taken out
that's the guy.
of the cell.
You should listen to the commentary behind.
Okay, I'll have to watch the video.
It's just unfortunate that you go to stadium where such things happen. But I think that on the game itself, both teams played very well. It created some chances, but I think the better side won.
I see. So every All Blacks winning away
for me, I was surprised they won the game because the dominance of Vision at the near AJ Krakow is on a high. Yeah. But for them to be beaten at the backyard after Medama and then Dreams have gone there to beat them, they give credit to All Blacks because looking at the position of All Blacks, they needed that point badly. Yeah. And now they are going home to play 2 home games.
Okay. All Blacks are now 12th on 38.
Yes.
Has anybody been charged for this?
No, I'm yet to hear.
Nobody has been charged to. At the near AJ Krakow, nobody has been charged.
Ray, it is 9:07 p.m. a.m. on a Monday.
Nathan, should I give you instances where even before we came on air, 6 a.m. updates have come, people have been charged?
Let's wait.
Is that not what happened to Hoho United? Hoho United, even midnight, they were charged.
Yeah.
Nathan, you see, let's apply the rules well.
Okay.
According to reports, it is alleged that the attacker is a Vision FC fan.
Okay.
And he was not happy with the performance of the referee because Vision didn't win. And just like coach is saying, you don't go to Vision and win. You don't go to Ajekraku and win.
You see,
no, they play you well.
Very
they
good
play
football.
very good football.
They have wonderful players. And one thing I also observed is that their head coach is not available.
Nana
Jima is not available. And even their next away game to Young Apostle, he will not be there. He'll be in Morocco with the U17. Or they'll leave on Wednesday. And after that game, they are coming back to play. It's difficult.
Anyway, so All Blacks getting a lot of credit, winning by 2-1. The signs were kind of there after they drew 2-2 with Hearts. They've done well. The other surprise, Nation 0, Hearts 1.
I think the House of Folk did well. The first 45 minutes, Nations was out of the game. It was all House of Folk.
Yeah,
though Maoli Wayo's goal was a deflection, but
very early, after 10 minutes.
Yes, but it was an effort that he took, and then they had a chance. But I mean, around the 67, 68 minutes, Nations had a penalty, and Razak, exception of all people, missed the target. And for me, I think that Nations have themselves to blame because they have 2 away games to play. They are going to Pandu, and then go to Young Apostles. Looking at the position of Young Apostles, they are never going to allow any team to come there to pick all the 3 points. I mean, seriously, because they'll be playing Vision FC in their next home game, and then they'll be waiting for Nations FC. Nations is going to Pandu, who went to Karela to pick a point. And looking at the position on the leg lock for Heart of Lions, they need to win this game before they go to the TNA to face Medama. Medama is also going away to play 2 games. They are going to play Brekum Chelsea and Basaka Holy Stars, who lost to Samates. So it's a kind of games that we are going to see in the next 4 games. It's going to be a difficult one. But for me, I think that House of Folk has proven that yes, they still have the strong defensive line in the league. They have the very good goalkeeper in the person of Benjamin Asari. They played. You know, I told you about Abdul Karim, and of course Ivan Safo.
Yes.
In Medford, Abdul Karim, for him, he took the game as simple because he believed that he has been there, he knows them, and he has to control.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Nations team will tell you that they were not in the game. First 45 minutes were dominated by House of Folk. They came in a bit in the second half, but they were not clinical up front. Arnold did what he could, but they give credit to House of Folk. I mean, they defended very well. There was Saisi Bays, there Ali Mohammed. I mean, they played so well. So for House of Folk to take the lead 10 minutes and you can't come back to get equalizer or probably win the game at your own backyard after even getting a penalty. They give credit to Didi Ramani and his boys. They've proven that yes, when they play away from Accra, they do well, to be honest with you. They went to near Ajekraku and they lost. And they felt that they need to compensate their fans by going on the way to beat Nations. And they put Nations in the situation where Nations probably may not be thinking about the FA Cup finals, but they need to
start to think about
whether to stay. So it's a difficult one.
Okay.
It's a difficult one.
Hearts of Oak winning.
That's their first home loss this season. Yes.
I see. Hearts of Oak winning by a 0-0, thanks to Maoli Wayo's first half strike. Because let's talk about the game that you saw physically. You were there.
Yeah.
Medama and Gold Stars. Medama getting 2 first half goals from Salim Adams. And Gold Stars. I was in and out of that game.
Yeah.
I watched. Where did I watch? I watched about 30th to about 45th minute, and then I came back to catch the last 20.
Okay.
Both times I tuned in, Gold Stars looked like a team that they knew what they were about. They were moving about well, but I guess conceding the 2 goals disturbed them.
To be honest with you, both teams came in to the pitch for warm-up, and it was Medama who came first. They started warm about 7-8 minutes before Gold Stars got onto the pitch. So you realize that their coach Smith was not there because I'm told he was not well. So Godly and Bloody led the team.
And that's not true.
Yes, you watched them doing the warm-up. And the moment I saw the lineup of Bibini Gold Stars, I realized that they were going to play the same game plan they went to Dortmund to play against Ediana. Because for Anaba to play as a pivot, he's a typical centre back. For him to play as a pivot, so they were playing the 3-back. So they were going to
defend and get a point.
Yes, and also going to use the speedster, Emmanuel Eji, on the right. Yeah. I mean, they also started with that playing wingers.
Okay. They went narrow.
So Jakwasu and then Fuzi Taylor were 2 pivots with Salim in front of them.
Yeah.
So Salam and Kevin were on top.
So which means that the width was supposed to come from Fatal and
of course,
right back.
But it was difficult for Fatal because anytime Gold Stars gets the ball, they look for Emmanuel Ejay. Very smallish, very skillful, very pacey. And he gave Fatal a hell. At the point, Fatal went on the turf, and after the game, he was telling Coach, my brain. No, he told me, Coach, my brain. Look, it was a difficult one for Fatal. And anytime the young man gets the ball, the Medama fans will be shouting. Look, when he was substituted, they were applauding for him.
Oh, he
was wearing the jersey number 12.
Okay.
So I asked after the game, I asked him, why that change? And they say he had a knock. And I said, well, then I think Fatal did his thing.
Okay.
Because he was the one tormenting Medama. And Medama also didn't start well, especially Salim Adams. While he was operating, he needs to pick second ball. But Alaba was not giving him that space to pick that second ball. So it was difficult. So the game was a midfield game, but anytime Gold Stars get the ball, they look for Emmanuel Ejay. And because they were playing the Burkinabe tall center forward, so they want the ball to come from the flanks.
From the flanks, yeah.
And I think that
you were right, because I noticed that Jack Pasu and Fuzi, at least in the periods I watched, Jack Pasu and Fuzi were very involved in because you noticed that there was this wall in the middle.
Yes.
And Salim was kind of struggling.
Yes. No, at the point he pulled. So they had wanted to stretch him off, but he wanted to stay on, and they used eyes, and then he came back. And I think that both.
But later they pulled Salim off. I noticed.
No, he played throughout the game.
He played throughout. Okay, so who did I see?
No, in the second half,
they took him off.
Prince Owusu
came on
the final.
Yeah, before the end of the first half, after the first goal, especially from the penalty, I give the referee the benefit of the doubt, because where I was sitting, I couldn't have the benefit of seeing it well, because there were a lot of players around when the pass was given to Kevin Obin.
Yeah.
So he hold that play and he stand, and then he shot the ball. The referee was closer. But after Kevin showed me a video this morning, I realized that the ball didn't.
Fly, I've sent that video.
So
Fly will let us see the penalty incident.
The ball didn't hit
the penalty incident, yes, the Medama penalty incident.
I think it's closer to his armpit. The ball hit closer to his shoulder or armpit. But the referee was closer. That's why I said I'll give you the referee the benefit of that. But yes, the Gold Stars didn't disgrace themselves. They played so well until that free kick Salim scored. He deceived Emmanuel Kobe. Because he has always gone for power. From 30 yards, 25 yards, and all the guys sitting there, Salim So the goalkeeper felt that he was
Salim would go for power.
But this time he went with a precision, and I think he put a little bit of spin on the ball. And so he deceived the goalkeeper.
It was intelligent.
Before he realized the ball
he bent it around the ball. The goalkeeper was coming, moving.
And then he realized that the ball was.
So that's the penalty incident.
Raymond.
So
that's harsh on Gold Stars.
Yeah, it was on the shoulder.
You see, he struck the arm all right, but the way the ball hit.
It was on the shoulder.
It's almost like chest.
So if
you see, Nathan, in explaining this, once that hand went up,
yes.
Once that hand
that's
went
why I give the referee.
You feel that once the hand had gone up, he made the
if there
decision
were
for
to
the
be
referee.
a VAR, he will go and watch
and then not
overturn it.
yes, because he was closer.
they didn't have their J.
No, they don't have.
I don't know. I don't know any VAR near J. Krakow. You understand my point? So he was closer. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But I think that we never played very well, especially the second when they introduced Kevin in Nkrumah and then Derek Fojo. They decided to play the ring game. Nkrumah is that guy is just a darling. Look, he took the defenders on like he's joking. Just that they couldn't score. Again, they couldn't
add.
Yes, but
to the two.
Gold Stars also made some changes. Brought on Foster AJ. They brought on Nkoa, and you could clearly see that Atakumi is a player.
Yeah,
very good player.
There was a sequence in the second half where a long ball was played to him, so he had to run for the ball. He went, turned, took on 2-3 Medama
He's very
players,
strong on the ball.
Took on 2-3 Medama players, but nobody was giving him support. Nobody followed up.
Because of the introduction of Kevin Nkrumah and then Derek Fojo.
Nobody followed up.
You try to push and they break, you are dead.
Yeah, of course.
You are dead. And for me,
nobody supported.
It was an interesting game. I really enjoyed the game. And look, before the game, Amazimba came onto the page to do his own thing, and and the players. It was a very interesting thing that we watched. But I think that Gold Stars, defending champions, second on the league log, didn't disgrace it. They gave Medama a good game, and I think that Medama took its chances. And for me, no surprising, they are 5 points clear. And Gold Stars, all what they were saying was that Medama has 3 away games to play.
So they are hoping
for
that
them. Kilabe will show, and that was all what they were saying. Kilabe will show, Kilabe will show. And Medama was also saying that Kilabe will because Medama on Wednesday will be playing Brekum Chelsea at Brekum, and after that game they'll be going to Basake.
That's a tough one.
And they are also thinking that they will play Heart of Lions and the FA will do coordination at the TNA before they come to play as a folk. Because they are thinking of winning those 2 games. And do you know yesterday's game? Each player was promised 2,000 Ghana cedis as bonus, and they were giving
2,000.
On Saturday, I went to watch the training. Moses came and told them that we made a mamo.
Interesting stuff.
You understand? And for me, Gold Stars also promised their players, and this is what we need in our football. You encourage your players, you motivate them, and they will give all. Everybody that watched the game yesterday at the stadium on TV really enjoyed the game.
As I said, I caught collectively, I caught about 35 minutes. Let's say about 40 minutes. The in and out. I enjoyed it. I mean, especially the second half. I thought Gold Stars were very comfortable.
They're very good side. I'm telling you,
I didn't expect them to look this good.
And if you had monitored the game against Adriana, I think that they lost the Adriana game through that penalty the referee took. Apart from that, they would have picked the point from that game.
Let's touch quickly. Dreams beat Kotoko by 2.
I wasn't surprised. I saw the Kotoko lineup and I knew they were going to lose this game because Samba O'Neill was out because of suspension. Playing Zakaria Fuseni, he captained the team, and of course Hamzata. I mean, the John Entries and Surai Sedu are going to run on them.
Okay.
And they were playing Lawson, the young chap in Milford, Inusa, players that have not tasted Premier games for some time. So I was asking myself,
they weren't sharp.
When was the last time you played for Kotoko? So for me, I think that Kotoko came into this game with individual players.
They set themselves up for failure.
Yes, individual players who were sent there to go and play, but not as a team. And for me, you give credit to Dreams FC. For Tuba, or even not for Tuba, they play very well. Because Dreams FC have a game. They are going all the way to, I think they have a game against...
So let's check week 30 games.
Week 30. So Dreams go to Bechem.
They are going to Bechem.
Dreams are going
and
to
Bechem needs to win that game because after that game, Bechem is going to Swedo to play All Blacks.
And
All Blacks need a point to survive. That they need that point because they'll be playing 11 one less at Swedo. And then they'll play Bechem at Swedo. So if they get that 6 points, they're out of relegation.
Interesting. Talking about Bechem, they beat Wonders by 3 goals.
And their last game is against Kumasi Santo Kotoko at the Baba Sports Stadium.
Wonders, they lost to Bechem. Water is wet. Nothing surprising there. Bechem winning that game by 3 goals. Augustine Okra getting his goal.
For that one, we spoke about it. He scored a brace. A player who didn't start the league, and his experience that he's had in the league. You know, for Kotoko U20 and Maxwell Kunedu, he went to Bechem. He won the Gold King. He went to Sudan. He played for the 2 big clubs in Sudan, the Champions League. He was the main player for Al Hilal of Sudan, and then he came back to Kotoko and Anania Ponsan, and then he went back to Bechem. He's the only player that has his name.
He has the Okra.
So for him to lead the Gold King with 13 goals, I mean, I'm not surprised.
He's gone past. Atakumi he went cold.
Yeah, it's 12 goals, and I think that of a former Kotoko player now playing for Young Apostles. He has done so. I think he has also scored 12 goals.
Coach, any other results you want to touch on before we wrap it up? Summertex beat Holy Stars 3. Adriana and Lions drew goalless.
I think that Lions did very well by picking the point because their next home game is against Nations FC. That's on Wednesday, and I have told you about Nations situation now. Because after that game, Nations is not coming to Abrankesi. They are going all the way to Young Apostles. So Young Apostles is playing 2 games at home. So if they're able to pick those 2 points, that's 6 points. They are good to go. So Heart of Lions, if they play that game, they need to win that game. Because after that game, they have another game to play. And of course. So it tells you that the teams are really, really working. But we don't know who is going to. As I sit now, I can't tell which team will join Young Apostles.
Wonders,
and then Hong Kong United. Initially, I thought Become Chelsea, so do all Blacks. But looking at the points,
yeah, you look at the table.
Now that we are here, I want to ask this, and anybody with the answer can tell me. Calvin, now that Hohoi have been thrown out of the league, does it still change the number of teams who get relegated this season?
No. So two Hohoi 11 Wonders, we know they've gone. So they will just add another.
So they'll add one.
Yeah,
so
one.
Wonders and another one.
Yeah. So now.
Oh, okay.
So that is why Nations FC, Become Chelsea, Young Apostles, Vision
because I didn't classify. I thought what happened to Hohoi would not be classified as a relegation.
No, because they are in the Premier League. So if they are out, they are out.
You get it? I figured that that wouldn't be counted as a relegation. And then you have two other teams joining.
At the end of the day, they want 3 out. So how they will go?
Okay. They have to.
So now remember in Swatraman, they were not relegated. They decided not to continue with the league. At the end of the day, they were added to the teams that went.
Same thing here.
So now, Nathan, you look at it, and if Dreams are ahead of Kotoko, though they are on the same points, but goals different or head to head. Now, if you look at it from Dreams FC up to Young Apostles, any one of them could be relegated.
Kotoko needs to back up.
Okay. So Kotoko needs in the last 3 games or last 4 games of the season, they cannot afford to be losing games. At least they should make sure they are home games. They pick points because Charlie, everyone is eager to grab maximum points, and from how they are playing and how they are chopping and changing and using players on the fringes in a very difficult time of the season like this, it's getting strange. Yeah. They should be careful. In terms of they could be relegated.
They could be. In terms of the points, Medama 56, Gold Stars 51, Hearts of Oak 49, Samatex 47, Adriana 40. Karela on 45, Dreams on 43, Asante Kotoko on 43. The difference is goals. Dreams have +12, Kotoko +10. Bechem United on 40, Holy Stars 40, Heart of Lions 39, Swedru All Blacks 38 after getting those 3 points against Nations. No, sorry, against Vision. Swedru All Blacks 38, Nations 38, Vision 38, Young Apostles on 36, Brekum, Chelsea on 35, Hohoi on 30. They are
the Young Apostle with 36 points are playing 2 games home.
Yeah.
So if they should pick the 6 points
that's
at home,
42.
That's 42.
It moves
so
them.
We tell that those have 38. The Nations FC and the rest having 38. The Nations is also playing 2 away games. Okay. So it means that you need to at least have 4 points from that for them to also get that 42 points. Yeah. Other than that, the red line.
Sure, the last few games of the season, tough stuff. Let me bring in Michael. Let's get his quick minute or 2 from him in terms of the Ghana Premier League. Then we can touch on Euro stuff quite quickly. Michael, thank you so much for that. How are you this morning?
I'm good, Nathan. Good morning, everybody.
Yes, good morning to you, Michael. Quick thoughts on this weekend's serving of the Ghana Premier League. Did anything shock you? Did anything surprise you? What did you make of all the happenings?
I think the penalty given Medama shouldn't have been awarded, and it actually set them off to record a victory. It really affected the Eagles when you start such a crucial game in a title decider, and the referee's decision cost you the first goal. What it does is that it kills your momentum, it kills your confidence, and then it does the opposite for the home team, which is Medama. They had the benefit of the home fans, and as well, they also had the benefit of being atop the GPL standards. And so after scoring the first goal, it was easier for Medama to hold on to that than for Gold Stars to claw back into the game. And consistently we say this, our referees will be the end of our league. It needs to be painted clearly as such. Never on any occasion should that incident lead to a penalty. And I think Gold Stars have been treated unfairly. Unfortunately, you can't go back to reverse everything that happened. And then Gold Stars could not stage anything like what Senegal did in the AFCON final. I think there should be a clearer way of dealing with referees who take wrong decisions in football matches, which has the tendency of affecting the outcome or the result. Referees, whether they make genuine mistakes or otherwise, have been impacting on football games. And it is at the detriment of, or to the detriment of football teams and players. there must be something done about it. And if this is allowed to repeat, and I'm speaking to this at a general level, from FIFA all the way to the confederations to the national associations, there must be a proper way of assessing refereeing performances and then punishing referees. We must look into that. Referees are getting far too much power, and then they are impacting the game in their own way. Some might be genuine mistakes, but others also have other intentions behind it. And this must be dealt with. That was a very poor call, and it set Gold Stars off on the wrong foot, and it did the opposite for Medama. Credit to Medama, but I think the referee destroyed everything, integrity about the game.
All right, Michael, interesting one. I agree with you that penalty decision, tough on Gold Stars. Apart from that, any other thing jumped at you over the weekend? We do Euros and then we bring callers.
Well, there is a mathematical chance Kotoko could be relegated. And
how so? Asante Kotoko. Our dear Asante Kotoko.
At a point in time, Asufok were nearly relegated until their last game against Bechem United. So it's still possible. And judging by how things are, they don't look so positive. You need to understand it. Who is currently the coach? Asante Kotoko assistants don't even have an assistant coach. It is Hamza. And maybe they add someone to him. So that is how their situations are for them. It looks like they have given up. And it started from the management. Now it's trickled down to the playing body. So they think they don't have a lot to play for. The season is over. In their minds, they have actually concluded on this season. And this is a season that has been sabotaged by the IMs. I don't want to go into that. I might sound like a broken record, but right from the decision to sell Albert Amoa, they have not taken decisions that have inured to the benefit of this club. And that is how come they are where they are. The decision to sack Zito without any clear plan as to what happens next. Eventually, Prince Owusu and then he also Bolton, and Hamza Oben has to get the job. So clearly, Kotoko looks like a poorly run club. And what happens to poorly run clubs is that they don't get the result. And if care is not taken, they might continue to drop points, and then it would affect their status in the league. Maybe they won't be relegated, but it would affect their positioning at the end of this season. And I say this because there's a team that has scored just once in their last 4 Ghana Premier League matches, and that should not be the fate of Asante Kotoko. Things are that bad. Very, very bad. Abject. And I think that there is not much to fight for so far in this campaign. And everything that has happened points towards something, a leadership problem. There's a club that is suffering a leadership crisis. And the sooner they address this, the better it will be for the future of the club. The board has been appointed, yes, no problem. But where do they go from here? The board will come 1 year, 2 years, and then they might return to the end of the cycle again. It has become a repeating trend or a cycle that keeps repeating. If care is not taken, other clubs will grow past Kotoko and they will be stuck at where they are and will be clinging on to past history, achievements, blah, blah, blah. In the grand scheme of affairs, things are not well with Asante Kotoko. And something must be drastic. I don't think that is enough.
Well, we'll see what happens there. 9:31, Michael, before I let you go, we'll open the phone lines in a second. I just wanted your quick thoughts on the story over the weekend. Something very interesting made the rounds from Spain concerning Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe and his teammates. Some people say he's unprofessional, his conduct. It's a very tough time in the Real Madrid dressing room, isn't it? Whoever it is that takes over, whether Arbeloa stays or they bring on a new guy, that dressing room needs some peace and quiet. It needs some unity, doesn't it?
Well, but I don't think it's much of an issue that Mbappe went for a vacation when the team was playing a game. And there are several instances to cycle back. When Courtois was injured, he went on a vacation. Eden Militao, I can mention Jude Bellingham. In the course of the season, have all gone on vacations. And we need to understand something. The pressure and everything around the club will mean that players need to distress, find ways to cool off. And one of such ways is to find time with loved ones or family. And Mbappe chose to go with a loved one, go on a vacation, cool off, because he's been under intense pressure. And this builds up. It actually contributes to you getting injured and all that. So it is quite, we should quite understand when players decide to take time off, to move away from a certain environment, it is for their own good. And they are humans like we are. When you go through a period of stress, you go from a weekend vacation. When you are still working, you try to cool off. And that is simple. He's injured. He can't play. So he decides to go on a vacation, which I've repeated to you, like, it is a normal thing. And I don't think he would have gone without the approval of the club. Definitely they gave him permission. And that is how come he did what he did. But again, for clubs as huge as Real Madrid, which is very political, if results are not going well, there will be players who will be made direct targets, players who will be made scapegoats. People want to always find an easy target to blame for a certain fate of a club, and mostly it's with the fans. And Madrid is that huge. If they don't win for a week or 2 or 3, and then even to their current circumstance where they will be going without a major trophy win in 2 consecutive seasons, the fans will find easy targets. The media will find easy targets. It is just like we do with the Kodokos and the House of Folks. And that is what they are doing now. Mbappe looks like an easy target. And it's so because they can easily reference his former club, Paris Saint-Germain, and what they are doing. And then look at what is happening at Real Madrid. And then blame him for that. But again, we forget to appreciate that Mbappe is not the sole cause of where Real Madrid is. And in fact, individually, he's standing out. But people will not want to reason logically in issues like this. They will be fueled by their emotions, their passions. And then they would definitely want to find any evidence they deem credible to fault a player, a coach, or players in certain circumstances. And I think that is what Mbappe is suffering. Madrid as a club will know how to handle this. In the fans, in the media, it will become so huge. It will become a controversy sort of. But I don't think it is as big as it has been portrayed. And the club will deal with it. They will find ways around it. And then eventually things will come to bed. If they start winning, everything will be okay. I remember when Barcelona were not getting consistent results, Lamine Yamal was made an easy target. And people were complaining about his lifestyle. When they started to win, I don't think all of a sudden because Lamine Yamal has changed his lifestyle, all of a sudden he's become a prayer warrior. He's been going to church or he's been frequenting the mosque. It's the same lifestyle, but it is because the wins are not coming. So people want to find ways to blame why there is no win. And players and coaches will be easy targets for them. I don't think it is much of a big deal. A player going on a holiday or a vacation when his team is playing, definitely, it means he got approval, he got permission. And we should not make it more of a case than it is. I don't think it is a big deal.
All right, we'll see what happens at Real Madrid going forward. Interesting stance. I kind of agree with you largely, but we'll see what happens. Tomorrow we'll talk Champions League. But Michael, let me let you off now. I'm sure you are off to do other things. We'll catch up. We'll catch up later. Tomorrow when we gather, we'll talk some Champions League. We'll spend time talking about the Champions League and Premier League, because tonight there are Premier League games. There's actually one in the afternoon, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, and then there's Everton versus Manchester City. Michael, take care. Have a good day, and we'll catch up soon.
The Chelsea match is a groundswork.
It's a groundswork. It's a groundswork. I like that. Yesterday, Michael dropped the meme in the office group. I've saved it. It's now my favorite meme. It's a groundswork. It's a groundswork. Let's open the phone lines. 936-054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. This is the Sporty Breakfast. Yeah, Kelvin.
Nathan, let's give credit to the other winners over this weekend, like Kimi Antonelli in Formula One, yes. Benavides in boxing. He was devastating at his best, and then I think there was also a winner and Kostic, and then Martha Kostic, and then Yannick Sinner.
Yes, winning the ATP Masters. So
I think that credit to all of them. They had a wonderful weekend.
Let me take this caller. Hello, Ray, hold on for me. Hello. Hello. All right. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. You can equally send your WhatsApp messages to 054-257-1061. Ray, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. Now you know it. He defeated Junto Nakatami in Japan.
Inoue is a bantamweight machine.
Yeah. So he won via unanimous decision. I mean, Nakatami was a very tough customer as well. I think this has been one of his big battles. Yeah. But he made light work of him. That fight happened in Tokyo, the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
So
Inoue is a very, very solid
very good
boxer.
boxer.
He's like the king of that division, the bantamweight division. Yep. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. 030-279-4805. This is the Sporty Breakfast. Give us a call. What is on your mind this morning? How was the sporting weekend? Let me know how it goes, or let me know how it went for you over the weekend. At 10, Yvonne Woyome and her gang will be here to talk English football. There's total English football. So for the Premier League fans, do stay, because Yvonne will be here at 10 to 11, or at 10, and the show will end around 11, to talk about Premier League and everything that happened. Later today, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Everton v Man City. The Chelsea game is in the afternoon. Ray, a Monday afternoon game. When I saw the time, I laughed loudly.
I mean, Premier League and scheduling.
I think it's a holiday too today.
Oh,
it's a holiday,
okay.
so
they want people to enjoy.
They want people to enjoy. So I think that there's a reason why that time, has been given.
I see. Give us a call, 054-257-1061. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. You can call us 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, Nathan. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm Prince from Otubuku.
All right, Prince, please go ahead.
Okay, it's no big deal. It's just that Aston Villa yesterday made me, Charlie. They form my hand big time for.
Oh, why? What happened?
I wasn't expecting that. But Charlie, is she my money big time?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big deal. But I'm enjoying the Sporty Breakfast though.
Okay.
It's a nice thing to do there. Yeah.
Thank you.
I commend you for that.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. 9:40. Let's take some more calls. 054-257-1061. 030-279-4805. 054-257-1061 and 030-279-4805. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Julius.
Yes, Julius. Where are you calling from?
SportyFM.
Okay, please go ahead. Julius, I want you to lower the volume of your radio. You can hear me without it.
Hello?
Yes, Julius, please go ahead.
Yeah. My team is Chelsea. Today we will play.
Yeah, Chelsea are playing at 2 p.m. today.
Yes. We hope we will win down.
Mm-hmm.
Then give thanks to Phobia for this, because yesterday they won.
Wonderful. Okay, all right. Okay. We'll see how things go.
You've been doing good. Keep doing. You've been doing good.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. 9:41. Give us a call. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Yeah, Nathan.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm not calling from Koforidua.
All right, please go ahead.
SportyFM.
I'm very happy you had to folk one their game.
Okay.
I mean, Charlie, this Ghanaian class, they do frustrate a lot, but I mean, it's all we have, so we just have to keep supporting them. So, I'm very happy they won. I never expected them to, even get a draw from that game. The win was quite good, and our rivals got up for the I wish them were the best.
Okay.
We should keep losing.
Okay. All right. Thank you. 9:43. You can call the other number as well. 030-279-4805. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Yes, we are fine. Thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Brinton from Accra.
Sorry?
Brinton from Accra.
All right. Please go ahead.
Listen, I want to find out in the GPL what separates two teams having the same point. What separates it?
The tiebreaker. Two teams separating.
Yeah, I know the H to H and then goals. So which one is applicable?
So when two teams are tied on points, first you go to goal difference. If that doesn't work, then it's head to head.
Listen, last season.
Head to head. So it's head to head. Yes, head to head.
H to H, yes. Last season, Asofok and Kotoko had the same points. Kotoko put third and Asofok fourth. But Asofok had better goal aggregate than Kotoko. But Kotoko had won the H to H. You understand?
Yes.
So let's be careful. So let's get it properly from the FA. What separates a club? Two clubs having the same points. Because last year, you can go check it out. And it's there. So I was a bit surprised that this morning, conclusively, you said it's goals. And then when I listened to Bauer, he really say the gentleman from Kumasi Gadayi, highlighted that in someone took how do you call it? How do you call them? The motorbike from in Sawam to airport just to catch a flight. He alighted at Insawam and took Okada.
Okay, you know what? I'll have to listen back to that. I did hear him say. Well, take it easy. I did hear him say he took an Okada. I was distracted doing something.
He took a motorbike.
Yes, I remember that. I just can't remember where he took it from. That's what I'm saying. I'll have to listen back to the interview.
Irrespective of where he took it from, he's taking. That is paramount.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
Okay. All right. Thank you. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. You can give us a call 05425711061 030-279-4805. All right, let me take this caller. Hello. Yep.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and what are you calling from?
I am calling from Kofodia.
Okay, please go ahead.
I want to ask you something. Yesterday Tottenham match. What was the score like?
It was 1-3 to Tottenham.
Very much.
1-3.
Like that one. Is it a big match?
Why do you say so?
SportyFM.
It's like I think I never play. I was.
Okay, it's 2-1. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Villa lost by 1-2. Sorry. Oh.
The reason why I'm saying that is did you watch the first half?
Yes, I watched the first half.
You see how Villa was playing.
And how did they play?
Then compare it to the last game. You will see different ball game altogether. Villa was relaxed and was like the game. The match was boring. Totally, I was not feeling the vibe and some. I went to that one.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand what the caller. So what the match was boring. So yeah, let me take this caller. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Joseph. I'm calling from Every.
All right, please go ahead.
You see there yesterday, Real Madrid and Espanyol.
Uh-huh.
You see what Vinicius did? And he's scoring.
Did I see what Vinicius did as it was?
Take the ball from.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm trying to understand what is the point?
SportyFM.
You see what?
What is your point?
That is what the second goal.
Uh-huh.
I do see the pass where Vinicius passed with Bellingham.
I didn't watch the game, so what was the pass? Describe it to me.
The back pass.
Uh-huh. What has the back pass done?
He took the ball from the center and dribbling up to the way 80 box. And he passed Bellingham, then the Bellingham passed Vinicius back. And Vinicius scored a goal. You see, it's a nice goal.
No problem. I'll find the video and watch it.
Oh, okay.
Is that all? When you tell people to open, when you open the phone lines and you tell people to call, be ready to hear some of these things. It comes with the job. All right, let me take this caller. Hello.
Raymond. Hi, Nathan.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Yeah, this is Wadud from Coligona.
All right, please go ahead.
I want to give Raymond his flower this morning.
Why? What are you doing this morning?
He has been doing a lot of things. Anytime I hear Raymond say, I have a problem, I know there's still a problem. You see what this man, what Raymond was trying to say this morning, that you people do not understand is that this, what's the name of this guy that is lamenting online? Abrashid, or what is it? Athlete.
Mm-hmm. What has he done?
Like, what was the nature of his complaint? Is there anything that the athletes will win that the country will benefit from it? Is there anything?
Mm-hmm.
You know that maybe when they go and do just their own physical distance and they will collect their money and go back to their different destination, are they coming to report any money or anything for the country?
Mm-hmm.
Except the medal. If the medal, are they coming to give it to the country or is their own personal achievement?
No, it goes. They take the medal away.
They take the medal.
Yes.
Why is the country even embezzle money on them to that? You know, I was hearing to Bauer this morning explaining this thing. Lost 4 tickets with the money are not refundable. In whose account? Is it not the country bank?
Hello.
Is it not it? So, hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry.
Yeah, like when you said someone cannot get his flight and they lost 4 tickets, is it not from the pocket of the country?
Yes.
So who have gained, who have lost? That means the country is getting lost for an individual to make profit. So what's the benefit of this thing? If they did not go, is there any problem? Or if you don't go, there are some certain things that you don't have to be bringing comparison.
Mm-hmm.
It made Black Star as an example that assuming it is Black Stars or ridiculous. Underrated the whole body. And if I had to be GFA, I would take it up. Because these ministries are different. Oh, serious. Azumi is the black one that make the reference like Azumi is Black Star. That one, you see, they are from the same bracket. But you see this real Africa, our global thing is getting too much. Fine. We know that we Africans, we are at the back in some aspects. The mistake has come, and it's not that maybe they did not render the team. What will now happen if we did not let her go? I think he later went there. Mm-hmm. He collected his money and he's coming back to Ghana. Is that not it? Or he did not later participate?
Yeah, I mean, they participated in the event and they are coming to Ghana to get ready for another one.
So what is the major lamentation for?
They are saying that they didn't get there in time. They got there late.
So he's expecting Mbappe Fuseni. So why did you not ask them to go and collect Ibrahim Mahama private jet to carry him there? Oh, some people they know some instances that is not. Oh, it's true. It's true, lah. Why the person should go and bring the team to do this thing? Fine, assuming you that you are there, you to use your money, then this thing will fund you back. But our mentality be like, oh, we are entitled to. If you retire, will you continue to collecting pension from the country? Oh, my man, good morning. I'm enjoying your day.
All right, thank you so much. Oh man. Anyway, let me take one more call and then we'll end the show. Hello.
Mama.
Yes.
Mama.
Emmanuel.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
You see the Relegation go. You see the Villa match. But see, understand the guy. If you watch the Villa match yesterday, see, for over 60 minutes, Villa didn't enter the total box.
Michael, sorry, Emmanuel, it shouldn't surprise anybody. Look at Villa and Crystal Palace.
Yeah. I mean, I got the guy.
He just couldn't. Because I was waiting for him to tell me what the point was. He never said it.
But he couldn't pinpoint the problem. You see, for the first 60 minutes, see, after Villa didn't get into the 16 box. And I was like, this one, if someone is sitting, you would say that this man is the fifth match. For me, I understand the guy. I understand where he was coming from. So, Charlie, don't blame me. Don't blame me that much.
No, I'm not blaming him. I just found it quite interesting, really.
Yeah. Yesterday, I was watching the match, and I was very like, what is going on? But I say, okay, maybe Spurs are pump out, and they want to win the match because Avila to have that one eye on the second leg of the Europa tie. So they will not put all their strength. So I understand I know when they were playing, but if someone who doesn't know these things would say this is a fixed match. You will be understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime. How many matches left for United to play?
3.
Hey, make we dash other matches to Chelsea. We don't need that match again. Chelsea for Mubeji free, you don't come in.
But United can't give their matches to Chelsea.
I want them to sit down with the Premier League board and tell Chelsea, we are dashing you 3 matches. Free, go and play. We don't need it again.
Hey, yo.
I don't need it again.
Yo, hey.
You want it again.
Time really changes. Time really changes. Today, United fans are saying that Chelsea should come and collect points.
Oh, they collect bonus.
Hey,
three free games.
Time really changes. When you were going through it under Amorim.
Listen, they say when they say what they need to take. See, what do me?
This is what. When do me? No, I'm coming. This is when the tables turn, you turn.
You turn. See, what do for do me? What do for? You are dashing you for 3 matches. Bonus. 3 free. I'm going to play Champions League. Oh, you go and play conference. The conference can move. See, by the end of today, they can be in 10th position.
Don't. Chelsea won't be in 10th. What are you talking about?
Have a good morning.
All right, Emmanuel, thank you so much. Anyway, 9:56. We are wrapping it up in a bit. But hey, Ghana. I've seen Abdul Saminu's tweet.
You know, let it get to Saminu. That if I reply Abdul Saminu,
Ray,
his career ends today.
Ray,
if I reply Abdul Saminu,
Ray, let it go.
Saminu should come and tell Ghanaians that.
Ray,
no. Nathan, let me read it. Let me read it for you. He says he doesn't end representing Ghana and never misses flight. Blah 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 blah. No problem. If you don't earn anything representing Ghana, stop it. No one has forced you. At the end of the day,
Ray,
if Saminu wins or makes a world record, he takes his money home. He doesn't bring it back to Ghana.
Ray,
so if he doesn't earn anything representing Ghana, he should stop it. Look, you see, Nathan, and I'll draw your attention to this again.
Let it go.
The young man Samuel Techi, who won bronze at the last Olympics, when it was time for African Games, he was sleeping in the Gates village. He, Samino, and his friends, Azamati and Co, they were sleeping in the hotel there.
You mentioned it.
Hotel
okay.
Kufo.
Let it go. Ray, let it go. Ray, no, it's fine. You see, Ray.
Athletes like Techi could have also gone on the rampage. That look, I'm a medal winner from the Olympics. I competed with all these guys as part of Team Ghana. But the boy kept his school, still went to African Games, won gold. Okay, look, nobody said they shouldn't express their concerns. But if Saminu wants to go dirty, if he wants to go blues, I'll go with him. I'll go. Look,
Ray, hold on.
We should thank God for Solidarity Scholarship.
What I will say.
Otherwise, we would have been in the north doing a head smart.
It's okay, Ray. Ray. Don't say that. That it's all right. You go. We've closed the show, so you go. We've closed the show, so you go. I mean, look. It's okay, Ray. Let it go. The only thing I will say though is that, look, Samino, I get your point. You have every right to express your concern, but Samino, using such unprintable words on social to anybody is unfair. It is absolutely unfair. Okay, to use such unprintable language to refer to my co-host in those terms, bro. We all get upset, but Charlie, to descend to this level, there no way. I mean, I beg you. I beg you. All right, that's how I wrap it up this morning on the Sporty Breakfast. My name is Nathan. I did this with Raymond Yamado. Many thanks to you out there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your calls, your messages. We are back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do a lot more. Tomorrow there's Champions League, so we talk about Champions League stuff. We'll review everything that happens today in the Premier League. And if there are any other updates, we give you all of those. Many shouts to my production team. Angela Mensah, Naneki Amankwa. Many shouts to my other guys, Fly, Emmanuel Ayamga, who's back in the jurisdiction, to my DJ Fidelis. Many shouts to everybody, the team lead, Gary Al Smith, to our technical guys. This has been the Sporty Breakfast. We'll catch you later. There's the news at 12. Sporty Plug at 12:30. Sporty Drive at 4. The Monday Night Sporty at 7. Keep on that. SportyFM, we are the voice of sports. Stay safe, take care, have a blessed day and a blessed week.